Will you state your name for the record, please?
Star Manning, and Todd Manning's daughter.
Miss Manning, I'm sure this is difficult for you.
I'll be fine.
Miss Manning, have you ever felt threatened by your father?
Yes, I have. Now, I will admit that my dad and I used to be close. And I never thought that he would be capable of hurting me. But when he found me with Cole, he grabbed me and he threw me down the stairs. And from what I heard, when Cole tried to get to me, my dad knocked him out too, and we both wound up in the hospital.
Thank you, Miss Manning.
Where are you? Judge, I know I wasn't summoned, but as Todd's wife, I'd like to make a statement. Well, I probably have more history with Todd Manning than anyone in this room. I have been married to him more than once, and we actually have 2 children. But our problems have always started because of his acts of rage and his acts of violence. And I have encouraged him over the years to seek help, psychiatric help. But he always refuses. Although I never saw him turn his dark side on his children until now. And now I know that he's never going to change, and that's why I felt I actually needed to say something.
Thank you, Mrs. Manning. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Manning?
Yes, I do. So when I found my only daughter, who is a child, as you can plainly see, being taken advantage of by Cole Thornhart, I did what I think any decent father would do. I went a little nutsy, I'll admit that, and I did go after him, but I just don't know what else. I mean, when you walk in a room and you discover that some sexual deviant is trying to rape your daughter, I don't know what else you would do. And I don't know if you're a father or not, but I ask you, what decent father would not go after his teenage daughter if she is run away from home? And then, after all that, I come home and my wife says, I'm not going to allow you to see your children, Star and Jack, anymore. So I did what, again, I think a good father does, and I took the one child on whom she has no claim. Now, you know, I'm guilty of a lot of things in my life, but you know, if I've done anything wrong in this case, it's not because I don't care enough. It's because I think I care too much. I beg you not to take my son from me.
Ms. Rios, I'd like to speak with you in State's Counsel, and then I will make a ruling.
All rise.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have listened to all of the testimony pertaining to the custody of Sam Manning. I've also reviewed the matter with the child's guardian ad litem, who has worked with the Office of Children, Youth, and Families for some time, and I believe I've made the decision that's in the best interests of the minor child, Sam Manning. I hereby order that the child remain in placement in the custody of Children, Youth, and Families and be removed from the care of Todd Manning immediately.
Do this. He is my son. He's mine.
You did this, Mr. Manning, as a result of your callous abuse of your daughter, the harm you inflicted on 3 minors, and the near fatal catastrophe you brought about with Sam. I will not and cannot put the care of this child in a man's hands who feels the application of physical injury is an acceptable parenting tool. Counsel, step forward.
Your Honor, I want to inform you of our intention to appeal this ruling.
No, sir, you did this.
Mr. Manning, you will sit down. You'll be thrown out of this courtroom.
Your Honor!
Now, Mr. Manning, it will only get worse for you if you persist.
is not what I wanted to happen. Okay, Sam can't go into foster care.
Nobody wanted this. But Sam cannot stay with your father, sweetheart.
Your Honor, Sam Manning belongs with his father. At least allow us to call some witnesses forward to testify that Todd Manning is a...
You need to say something now. Given custody of this child...
Getting any ideas here, are you?
Please just say something.
Your Honor, may I have the court's permission to speak?
Go ahead.
I've just heard your ruling for Sam Manning. I know it will take time for the court to arrange a permanency hearing for Sam's placement, but I would like to suggest 2 suitable guardians who, until that time, are willing to see to his every need. My clients, the original adoptive parents, Michael and Marcy McBain.
Of course, they set it up. They did this.
Order! Mr. Manning, you're out of control.
She had a plan all along. Her and her co-bitch. What's your name? Adriana. I'm sure you had her crash into me on purpose. She set me up.
Did she set you up to put your toddler son in the front seat with
Stay out of
car
this.
seat? Or what, Mr. Manning? What will you do to me, to my clients?
I want order now. We're throwing you all
Stop
out.
it, okay?
I warned you
Stop.
what I'd do if you came within 20 feet of my son. Didn't
That's
I?
it.
Huh?
Restrain this man.
No, Your Honor, please. Todd! You will go to jail in the next 30 minutes.
Alfred is an example, Your Honor, of why Todd Manning should not be near his son ever again.
I know you're reluctant to place the child in my client's care, but
He should be reluctant. You know what she did? She led the police in a high-speed pursuit.
No, I
Then she
didn't.
had him hanging out with coked-out drag
They weren't coked out. They're my brother's friends.
And then, she had him in the same room as she held my sister at gunpoint. Now, that's okay, isn't it? That's fine. Let her go. It's no problem, but what I've done, that's not okay.
Mr.
It
Manning,
can't be okay.
this is my final warning, or I will charge you with contempt and turn you over to the police.
Well, get on with it. Sooner I know what's going on with my kid. Sooner I know who to kill.
Dad is losing Sam. And it's because of me. Can't get much worse than that.